Go ahead. Hi, I'm JenJen with Preston Happy, and I have a little bit of a haul that's not nail related. Well, it's kind of nail related. So I had originally been in a studio at IBA and Nail Source, and then we discovered that we were going to be moving. So I brought all of my stuff out of there and into what is our family's living room, but we don't actually use it. And then we're going to be moving to Canada. So it's just temporary until I get to set up my studio there. So I got some prints that I'm going to use to decorate with. I got them this weekend when I did a craft fair with 3 other nail techs from IBA Nail Source, and we were selling press-ons, and it was really fun. It was at the Witch's Broom here in South Carolina. So I was just going to show you some of these prints from this artist. Like, they are amazing. So I have a whole little bag. Let's see here. I'm going to start with one of the big ones. And hopefully I don't drop them. And I'm leaving everything in the plastic. And if you hear any noises, that is my puppies running after each other. So it says, "See no evil." Beautiful fox print. This time my 16-week-old puppy is down here and is terrorizing the old grumpy man of the family. This is the second big one. I saw her artwork behind, like, she was the row behind us, and before it even opened I had run over to get the fox and this one, and then I went back 2 more times because I kept seeing things that I wanted. Okay, so then we have, this one is called Messed Up Together. And like, just the colors, like, I cannot wait to decorate my new space and have these front and center. And then I have a couple small ones. So I have this guy, Keep It Simple. Isn't he so cute? And then one similar to the Messed Up Together. I think it's part of the Messed Up Together series that she did. And then I have, I don't know why, but I had to buy 2 of them, but they are the exact same. And then Rest Your Weary Bones. It's just so cute. And she actually also made some resin pieces. So I have this one, if my camera will focus. And I just have my mic from my iPhone in there. And then a long resin bowl that I have decided, oops, if I drop everything, to put in like my standard, like the things I use every single time I make a press-on set. That is all here, so I don't have to reach so far to get it. And it keeps everything tidy. And that is everything. This, let's see if I can find the one that had her logo. There we go. So this one, and I will link her Etsy down below, but that is her logo. And they should actually end up being behind me soon. So that is everything. Go check her out. She was very, very sweet and amazing work. Okay, so this is the room that I moved into, which is our living room. As you can see, I did get my prints put up. Yes, they're crooked. Yes, they're still in the plastic and not framed. But since we're moving, I didn't really want to frame them first. But this is the mess that I made of this room. So I put my desk in the middle, right there, so I can watch the TV while I'm working. I have all of my polishes on this side, which I will show. So on this side, that's a complete mess because I just had a show. These drawers are from Michael's. They're not the nice ones from IKEA. Those are on the list eventually. So these are all of my glitters that I have from Team Ladybug, Tracy Vincent's brand. And these are full sets of press-ons that I had at the show. Now it's a big junk pile. Right now I do need to organize it. Comment below if you would like to actually see me go through and organize everything. But it says a whole bunch of gems and hand-done charms, or handmade charms. More charms, paint palettes, and then chromes and flakes. And then these are Tracy Vincent's, it will focus, Velvet Touch one stroke. Whoops, that didn't help any, did it? Her one stroke gel paints. This is, I have the whole collection, so I have them all in here for when I refill my palette. And then her Colorizing Pro paints, some foils, press-on supplies, which is very, very low because, like I said, I had a show. These are all my IBA tips. And I have some of the Tracy Vincent ones in here. The rest are in another container. And the cute little rug that I made. So all of this are my collectibles that I started. I have all of my, I guess, work that I've done over time. So this is what my brand was originally called, Sitting Pretty. And I keep it specifically to see like where I came from, how I started my very first Christmas class, which and then I have like one stroke portfolios, and then all my pedicure polishes. These are some of the best scrubs you will find, well, in my opinion. I love these whipped sugar scrubs from Queen Berry. This one, ignore the name, it smells amazing. So if you're looking for a fruity scent, it smells like bananas. It smells like a monkey would love the fruit in there. And I started collecting these little guys. once I could finally find them. This is what I take when I go to the salon to actually do my pedicures. I use Foot Logic. These are some of my work from a class that I took. It was PhD by Tracy Vincent. See if I can get in close. So these were our 3D, well, the ones that I did in my spare time. Oh no, my snowman fell over. There he is. Now this container is kind of like a catch-all for right now, because once I get moved, I hope to have a lot more security, or sorry, a lot more storage. I just picked this up from Michael's. It is the cutest thing, right next to my, you know, Christmas decor. This is the nail art book that I helped design with IBA, and it's amazing. Alright, so I think I already showed this, but this has implements. We're gonna patch this stuff together. So on this side I have the prints that were up on my wall at the salon, and the little family pictures. I will try, if I can remember, to post down below the Etsy seller who did these. I have my swatch cards, and this is the beginning of my nail polish selection. These are all I went through, and my whole wall was polishes, so I numbered all of them and put them in a swatch book so I could find them easier. But got all my little Studio Ghibli, which I'm a massive fan of, especially my Calcifer. I actually have him tattooed on me. But so these are mostly IBA. Actually, these ones are all IBA. These ones are IBA and Tracy Vincent. Those are also Tracy Vincent's. So they're very, very pretty. I have one rack of Gaudy and IBA inks. My pride and joy are my Tracy Vincent alcohol inks. They are gorgeous. And my little glitters from IBA. So these are my new Korean nail polishes. Definitely gonna need to get some more racks for this. Down here, I have some Tracy Vincent in the back, some profiles, more Tracy's. And this is just my stuff that I use on a regular basis. This stuff is amazing. If you hadn't had a chance to check out any of the Queen Ladybug stuff, do yourself a favor and check. This is just where I have my tips. More tips. These are the Tracy Vincent ones. So if you're doing a full set of 24, these are great. They're already etched. All of my nail polish swatches there. And it's just a kind of a catch-all of decals and foils. My paints, I have Tracy's, I have Blue Amber, Colorizing Pro paints. These are Tracy Vincent's 3D. And then I have odds and ends for sculpture gels, because I really want to start learning that. These, I have all my watercolors in here. And then my IBA 3D carving gels. They are great. I really can't say enough about IBA. And then these two drawers are just full of more polishes. So, and then shot of a puppy. Very cute. That's Daisy. Okay. Right now I have my desk set up to actually do a set of nails, ignore my snack. So back there is this 3 sets that I just finished. I'm going to be working on making some sets of that design. So hence why there's everything is on my desk. I'm not going to lie, I try to clean up everything and make it look pristine because that's just not how this household goes. That's a new purchase. But I have this container beside me. I usually use this when I do Christmas craft fairs, but it holds the brushes that I use the most. So these are some 1-strokes, and then my daughter's, my swipe, my alcohol spray, which if you have not tried putting your alcohol in a spray bottle, try it. Thank me later. And then these are my personal tools. And down here is where I have the cases that these are in. I'm currently in the middle of rebranding. I am going to do a video about that because I had switched over to the name Willow and Stone when I was at the salon, because I was originally just doing permanent jewelry and I started doing nails also. But now everything is Pressed and Happy. And then this is where I have all of my little designs that I've done. So whenever I need to do sets, I can do those. I think that was on the bottom there, which I am fully willing to admit I have a problem with brushes. So yes, I have my bling. These are called the Bliss Dish and Bling Dish. So it's just a solid glass IBA one. So I have those. I have a green one too over there. But this is my pride and joy. So this is my little rabbit. My crochet business is White Rabbit Creations. So you'll see a lot of rabbit stuff in my area because I love rabbits. And I'm sitting here not trying to knock over anything. So as you can see, I don't know if I can zoom out any. No. So these are my brushes. And so all Tracy Vincent, IBA. These are her newer brushes, which I just dropped all over my floor. These ones, Crystal Nails, we had the twins. I will link their Instagrams below. They came over from, I believe it was Russia, to teach us. If I'm incorrect, I will post it somewhere on here. Then just my silicone sets, wildflowers, my watercolor brushes from Tracy. Then these are same as what's already in one of those containers, but these are Miss Lily's 1-stroke brushes from IBA. They are, quite frankly, delicious. Daughter tools, which I tend to use only the same few, so I have those out. And then just some random. So yes, I may have a problem because not all of my brushes will fit into this gigantic case. Okay, so that is everything. Oh, show off my little dude. He keeps me company, keeps me on track. My little brush, my little scrub brush with my Sunny Angels, which are all over the place. And then this is where I keep my tips. So it's usually small tips, medium, large, and then these are the extra sets. So I really hope most of this is in focus. Like these are This is the colors I had before I started getting the Korean ones, which I cannot open one-handed. But I love color. It's amazing. It's hard to just get one set and be, oh, okay, because you know what, another color might have a similar shade, but it's still different. And then I have my milk jams and a micro lens. And then my Tracy Vincent. I don't know if that's gonna focus or not. For little pots. The whipped cream, which the black and white are over here, that's why there's a space. They don't need, let's see. Ooh, I left that open. They do not need a top coat on. So let's see if we can. There we go. And that's the white. All right, so that is everything. Okay, so I've already taken this one out of the envelope that it was in. It is from, let's see if I can say this correctly. Hey Nails, H-A-E Nails, because it was out of stock on Sweetie. So what I got, that's the company's logo. What I got was the D-Gel and collectors. I'm a little sad that they mailed it in such a small, here I'll zoom out so you can see this, in such a small envelope that my box got damaged. I'm gonna see if I can fix that, but it looks like all the colors are just fine. And this is one of the things I've been really excited about. I have 2 more things coming that I have been waiting to either come back in stock or to become available. Now, I didn't know this was gonna come with it, but it also came with a D-Gel light stick, which is also damaged. It has a couple batteries in there. But that's what it looks like. You can see it's a little flash cure light. But that was one of my purchases that I've been waiting for. This is my latest order from Sweetie. I was scrolling through after I had watched, or while I was watching one of the press-on or Devil Wears press-ons videos, and she had made a comment about how when she was scrolling through the new arrivals, she notices that the new stuff that she hasn't seen has been at the bottom of the list. So I decided, you know what, let's go through and do that. And I found something I hadn't seen before, which inspired me to actually check to see if a couple things had come back into stock. And they had. And once again, completely impressed with their speed. And that's my son in the background. One must have their Cheetos once in a while. Okay, so this is what I come back into stock, and I immediately grabbed 2 of them. And this is supposed to be the stuff that you're able to use pencil crayons with. So I even got, if I can find where I put it. As soon as I saw the box was out for delivery, I ran out and got myself the full set so we can practice and see how this stuff works, which is the whole point of this channel. And this was back in stock. Very, very excited. So I now have the base coat and the top coat. I have a feeling I should have ordered more than one. Then I got the Canvas Mini, the solid cream texture gels by Gvoc that are supposed to look like oil painting. And this is their swatch card. So we'll be doing that in a future video as soon as I have time. So this is what we got today. Not much, but definitely stuff I have been waiting to get. Okay, so this is my IBA haul, and I will explain what IBA is for those who don't know it. But here is some of the stuff, and look at the cute bag. Oh, okay. So I got some decals. And then one of her new products, which we will be testing out. And then some stuff to encapsulate. So that's one of the techniques that I want to be learning. And then these two. And then just some puppy hearts. Next, we have two new colors. Like, look at the gorgeousness. And this one's is named JenJen. And this one is named Alex. Look how bright that is. You can see some Beetlejuice nails coming with those. Also got another of Teen Ladybug's No Buff. So keep running out of mine. And then cute little bag. I also got her limited edition Christmas collection. So this one is called Light Up the Tree. It's a sparkly green. Santa's hat, which is a very vibrant red. Literally Santa's hat. I'm Naughty and Nice, the sparkly red. Mr. Grinch. Green is one of my favorite colors, so you can never have enough of those. And then, ugly sweater. So that has, it looks like golds, reds, and greens in it. Okay. So I realized I actually forgot to explain what IBA is. Possibly forgot. So IBA is the nail school that I actually went to, and it's here in South Carolina. It's in Lyman. I will actually be linking the school information and the store down below. And she actually has one of the only nail supply stores in the area, and she has her own brand and everything. That's the IBA brand. She also owns the salon that I was working at, and I had started at a different school, which was not a good school. And so, but like with most people that are starting out in the nail industry, I bought what I could afford at the time, what I thought was good. And I'm sure this stuff works perfectly fine for majority of people. But when I was introduced to IBA, I went and I took, my desk is shaking. That's because I have a dog underneath me that is scratching himself. And is now licking my leg. So when I started at the other school, one of the other students had signed up for Barefoot by CJ Murphy, I believe. I'll link her down below. It's the only gel that is actually safe for on skin, and it's for toenail restoration. And she went to go take the class, and I was like, you know what, that sounds interesting. I want to make sure I get all the education that I can. So I went too. And I looked around at the school and I'm like, this is amazing. Like, wow. And so she's done a lot of upgrades since then. So I took that course, I got certified, and that was then like the first month of me starting to become a nail tech. But I also noticed, like, oh, this is a store. I'm an instant gratification person. I completely admit to that. And when I realized, hey, I can come here and I can get polishes. Oh, that polish is pretty. Oh, that polish is shiny. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like that. And I started getting like some of the other brands that she had. And then I started using her brand. And I pretty much replaced everything that I had previously bought with her brand. I have pretty much, I've stuck to her brand. She's the one that introduced me to Tracy Vincent, which is why I have her brand also. And now I'm getting some Korean brands. And I discovered Profiles when I went to Florida with her, actually, for another nail class. I am very much a firm advocate on doing continued education. Like, even if it's online or in-person classes, you should be doing it. One of the great things about Tracy is she actually on Facebook does free classes every single week showing different techniques. And I know both Miss Betty, who is the owner of IBA, she does classes, and her sister, who also works there, Miss Lily, which is, I'm not sure where this is gonna get put, but I'm pretty sure I showed my brush case, and I have like her one-stroke brushes. So Miss Tracy does one-stroke brushes, and so does, let's see, look how tiny and perfect that is. But she also does classes. Her specialty is gemstone nails, and I know she actually has a few classes up right now that are pre-recorded. You get complete access and everything, and she shows you how to do the geode nails. And if I can remember, I will post it below. So that's what IBA is. She is actually one of the sweetest women. She's the reason I actually kept going, and I decided to try again to do nails after my diagnosis. So I think that's everything on the little IBA side. I might put this in the video, and I also might put it separately just to say, hey, what is IBA? But that's everything. Oh, and I gotta show the cutest thing. Okay. Look what I just 3D printed. Isn't he adorable? Because I don't have enough places to put my brushes when I'm working. And yes, I know I have a shadow right here. I'm getting ready to work on something, so I had to move my light down. But that is everything. So back to the video. Okay, so this is the other thing that I had ordered from Amazon that I couldn't find anywhere else because it was out of stock. That I was very surprised was on there. So it, I mean, unless you're anti-Amazon, this is a good option. And I just realized it's sitting in the box upside down for a few days. Okay, so this is the collection that I got, the mochi gel. And I will be doing some videos shortly of actually testing out all this stuff, and hopefully they'll be shorter videos. This is just me getting used to YouTube and everything. But I just want to open this up and make sure if I can get it out. It's very tight. Okay. So it comes in another box that has the same branding. And then this is the swatch card. Very cute. Very cutesy. And then this, I guess, is going to tell me whether or not this is an authentic set. It is, yes. So it has little, I don't know if that helps, the spoon, and little bowl. And please excuse my nails, I had a couple break, so they need to be removed. Alright, so that is the set, and hopefully this is something I'm going to be working on soon. I only have a few more display sets that I actually need to make, and then I get to start playing with everything. So, out of everything you guys have seen me open in this video, maybe leave a comment below, see what you would like for us to be learning together first, or even just seeing me mess up with first. Alright, that's it. Bye.